Hello! Welcome to Literacy Night number 6. Tonight we're going to be reading a story about the Northern Lights. I'm really excited to get into it because it's March now, and that is the time to really see some beautiful Northern Lights outside. So be sure, if you're walking outside and it's dark, look up in the sky and see if they're there. Vivian's going to come and teach us a few new vocab words, and then we're going to read the story. Stay tuned. Hello! I'm so excited to see you today. We are going to be reading such an exciting story, and I am going to teach you 3 new vocab words, so when you hear them in the story, you know what they mean. Our first word is glide. What word? Yes, glide. It's a verb, and it means to move with smooth, continuous motion. That's me gliding. Okay, here is your second word. Prancing. What word? Prancing. Yes, that is a verb, and it means to move with high, springy steps. Here's my prance. Do, 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 do. Okay, and our last word is mysterious. What word? Yes, mysterious. It's an adjective, and it means it's difficult or impossible to understand or explain or identify. So in the story about the Aurora Borealis, it's a bit of a mysterious phenomenon how it happens. So please enjoy the story, and I'll see you at next Literacy Night. Toodaloo! Hello. So our story tonight is called Aurora, A Tale of the Northern Lights by Mindy Dwyer. I hope you enjoy, and just notice what she's wearing. She's got a really beautiful cusbuck with Northern Lights colors. And you guys remember a month ago we did our tie-dye? We tried to make it look like the Northern Lights, so your shirts look like the Aurora also. Early one morning in a long ago northern land, a baby girl was born. Her mother named her Aurora, which means the rosy light of dawn. This faraway place knew only a daylight sky, for the sun would glide from one end of the sky to the other, hugging the horizon, but never slipping below. As each day passed, only the changing colors of the sky, from shimmering blue to an eerie green to the softest pink, would signal the time of day. Carpets of tundra filled with delicate wildflowers stretched as far as the eye could see in this land without darkness. Caribou lived alongside Aurora and her people. Each year the caribou gathered into great herds and traveled an old familiar path to a mysterious midnight place, later returning to their homes of light and flowers. Aurora grew into a dreamy young girl, curious about what lay beyond the distant horizon. She wondered where the caribou went, and often daydreamed of traveling with the herds, prancing along the tundra. Under the pink glow of an early morning sun, Aurora spotted a lone caribou. How strange that he was not with his herd, she thought. At first, she followed him, watching as the caribou playfully kicked up his hooves. And then Aurora ran and the caribou ran, frolicking together across the tundra in a magnificent dance. And before she knew it, Aurora was in the open tundra, far from her family, feeling adventurous. She was ready to walk the way of the caribou. And soon Aurora grew hungry. Deep in the purple shadows, she found some... What do you think she found? Yes, blueberries. She plopped on the ground to rest and enjoy their sweet taste. The velvety blue color of the berries reminded Aurora of a story grandmother told of a place where darkness fell each night and the sky turned a deep and peaceful indigo. How she longed to see this for herself. As Aurora continued her journey across the soft green tundra, she was comforted by the memory of her favorite grandmother. Grandmother's gentle voice told once more of the dark sky Aurora had never seen. In the dark times, the sky wraps itself around us. Inside each one of us, there is a glow that lights the way. It keeps us warm, and we are not afraid. Grandmother's words were a mystery to her. Aurora felt sure she would understand them when she arrived in the land where darkness fell and where the sky turned the color of ripe blueberries. The caribou continued to lead Aurora in her long journey from home. To be safe and warm in the dark place, Aurora began to collect the colors from the daylight sky. A day passed. Aurora gathered the delicate pink morning light and put it in her pocket. The midday light was a shining silver blue. This she placed in her pocket too. Twilight glowed a luminous green. This was Aurora's favorite time of day, and she filled her pocket with its color. She walked, then danced with the changing colors of the sky. And suddenly, a boreal wind began to snap at Aurora's dress, and she felt it chill. The sun dipped below the edge of the earth, and the sky closed in around her with the deepest color she had ever seen, darkness. This must be the place of mystery, Aurora thought, as she gazed at the glittering sky. And though this darkness was strange and new, Aurora felt safe with the light she knew glowed inside of her. She reached into her pocket and flung the colorful lights she had gathered into the dark sky. Aurora played with the lights, admiring the way they danced across the sky, just as she had danced across the tundra with the lone caribou. The lights grew even brighter, shimmering like a curtain of color in the darkness. Aurora's family saw the dancing lights and followed, hoping they would find their beloved daughter. Although she had brought the colors of the daylight sky to comfort her, Aurora found that she was not afraid in the dark place of the indigo sky. She now understood Grandmother's mysterious words. Together again, Aurora and her family celebrated her journey with the caribou, which had led Aurora to discover courage and her own inner light. The adventurous spirit of Aurora lives on. When you gaze into the night sky of the north and see the dancing lights, you are watching Aurora's many colors collected on her special journey long ago. Now, in the back, there's a glossary, and a glossary tells you about different things in the story. So, things, maybe concepts you don't know what they are, and things that you might have questions about. So, if we look in the back, there's 6 different things I'm going to read to you about what they are. The first one is the Arctic Circle. It's a circle of latitude at 66.5 degrees, marking the southernmost point where the sun can be seen for a full 24-hour period. So above the Arctic Circle, it can be dark the whole time during the winters. Aurora Borealis, streams of colored light, shades of green, blue, white, purple that shimmer in the dark night sky of the Earth's polar regions, also called the Northern Lights. Well, there's 2 names for it, and you could call it either thing. Have you ever seen the Northern Lights or the Aurora Borealis? It's very beautiful. The boreal wind is a cold north wind. I'm sure you've felt that before. Caribou? Maybe you've eaten a caribou or seen a caribou. Caribou are a large deer of North America related to the reindeer, having large palmate antlers, meaning that they spread outward as fingers on a hand, broad flat hooves, and heavy double coat, short ears, and a tail. Midnight sun is 24 hours of daylight occurring at the polar regions above the Arctic Circle. So in the summertime, lots and lots of sun, even more than we have here. Summer solstice is a day around June 22nd, the first day of summer and the longest day of the year, when the sun is closest to the northern hemisphere of the earth. So summer solstice is the opposite of winter solstice, the longest day. And after summer solstice, the days start getting shorter until winter solstice, and then the days get longer. And the last one is tundra. We have beautiful tundra here in Unalakleet, a level, treeless plain found in the Arctic with permanently frozen ground covered by black, mucky soil. Plants are dwarfed, but mosses and lichen grow thickly, and there are many miniature wildflowers, and in our case, lots of berries. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story tonight, and I look forward to seeing you at the next literacy night. Bye!